Traders war room, we locked and loaded. Stop, some on it.
Hey, you know I'm on that though, man.
Y'all, come join it. In the traders war room, warring with the market every day. We on Zoom. Never gonna quit, ain't no way we gonna lose.
I'm using my AI chat today for the narrative of the video. Special message before we start. Market volatility today was as expected, but the shock of dramatic pullbacks can cause newer investors to shy away and even quit their journey. I want to drop some insight and hopefully reassurance and maybe a spark to keep you engaged. So looking at SPY as an example, this is the weekly chart pushed out as far as the application would allow me. We are out about 15 years of data here. So note this period here is the Great Financial Crisis. You may remember this is when the banks failed from the mortgage stuff. Lehman Brothers, The Big Short, and other things were all popular references for this situation. Note over a little more than a year our market dropped more than 50%. Now that's a crash event, okay? It took years to recover fully from the damage that was done. It wasn't until 2013 that we started to accelerate again. From 2013 to 2016, we popped another 48% before hitting a shelf of consolidation and range trading. From the low, until we hit the shelf, we saw about 250% push, which is excellent momentum from recovery. From the shelf, we saw an accelerated push of about another 70%. So from the low of the crash that saw about 55% dump, we now have pushed over 450% into 2020. The pandemic brought another crash event. Not quite as severe as the bank crisis, but it's more dramatic in that this 35% dump happened within 40 days about. The financial crisis was chunky over a period of 1.5 years. Recovery was also quicker compared to the bank crisis, seeing a reversal and clearance in about half a year compared to about 4 years for the bank crisis to see a breach above previous highs. We then saw another strong push over 45% once we got out of consolidation, which then from pandemic lows pushed a total of more than 130% in a little more than a year. We then saw another correction, or a mini crash if you want, of about 27%. This was dubbed as the October lows, which coincided with the C, D, E part of the wave theory. Another extended period of about a year and a half saw a 35% push breaching the previous highs, giving way to another acceleration period. We were once again in full bull market mode, extending more than 20% before hitting the panic button off recession fears. Currently, we are down about 10%, and while we have room to drop before we get into previous crash zones, we need to put things in perspective. Ultimately, it's hard to predict the market, but unless we get some real-world negative news on a global scale, we gave a higher probability of bouncing from support and continuing higher after this current healthy dip in the broad market. So you heard it from me first. I anticipate the push above $600 into the $620s, where I could see an additional push of acceleration giving way to $650. This would most likely be followed by a pullback retesting certain ranges acting as support. In concluding, looking at the big picture, the market always goes up. Ride the trends to catch waves of volatility, but in my opinion, there is no reason not to go long on your favorite stocks while you are getting a discount on price. I'm betting that over the period of 6 months to a year, we'll continue our push higher. Only thing that stops this is a global crisis, and right now we don't see that in the big picture theories. Here are some trades I'm invested in, keeping positions low, and only what I'm willing to lose completely. However, if they end up printing, well, this could potentially be your acceleration into the 6, maybe the 7-figure club by the end of the year. Worth the risk, in my opinion.
Come check out Traders War Room today and become Traders War Room Elite on a Discord platform. Our platform is truly a one-stop shop with over 250 channels, 40 analysts, 150 algo signals, 8 full-time staff members, 7 trade floors. We do live trading, live training, live classes, watch lists, challenges, mentorship. We trade stocks, options, crypto, future, forex, stocks, bonds, sports. Listen, if you can sell it, make money, and trade it, we got it on Traders War Room. If you're serious about learning to make money and trade, Traders War Room is what you want.